Hey, good afternoon. It's John King, Berkshire Hathaway RW Town Realty. Today we're going to walk through a home in the Chesapeake Colony area of Virginia Beach, and here we go. Here's the front of the house. Mostly a big ranch, stone-faced house here in Chesapeake Colony, right off of Mulberry Grove Court. Property is listed by Ben Canty with Keller Williams Allegiance. Kind of coming here, quiet street. It's like a park here in Chesapean Colony. This neighborhood was developed in the 50s by Wayne McCleskey, and he named this neighborhood after the Chesapeake Indians, a Native American tribe that was here probably about where this house was thousands of years before European settlers even came. Nice driveway here as you pull up to the house. Looks like it's been replaced recently. Looks great, not any cracks or any deterioration. Side load garage. The siding here is mostly wood, painted. It looks in good shape. Lots of driveway space. And as you get back here, one thing to notate is we've got a little Virginia Beach pump house here in the back. So there's an easement for them to get back in here, but you have plenty of driveway space to use. And that's pretty good. But that easement back there, city has the right to go back in there and check things and whatnot. Front yard is nice. It's well landscaped. Stone front. This house was built in 1978. It is 4-bedroom, 3 full baths, half bath, a little over 3,000 square feet. Nice landscaping, beautiful community, Chesapean Colony. It's right off of Virginia Beach Boulevard, kind of adjacent to the Beach Ford dealership. Walking in the front of the house is open concept. I love this right here, this flower box, and believe it or not, these are real plants, live plants with a skylight right above them. I think that is so neat. Really cool. Kitchen's been updated in probably the last year or so. It looks great. 5-burner electric cooktop, white quartz with some gray swirls in it. It's pretty, I like it. It matches the floor nicely. It's kind of a wood flooring in here. It's not LVP, it's a higher quality than that. It's kind of a modern, really architectural style home. Cabinets are white, shaker cabinets, nickel finish handles. Frigidaire appliance package in here. Pretty much new, good shape. Windows are the wood windows, double locks. All that appears to be in real good shape. The blue is really more of a teal color. The camera kind of has it more of a blue, but it's actually more of a beachy kind of teal. Actually, if you can see right in there, that's really more what it looks like. But the kitchen is open concept. Very nice. Dining room area right here, right off the kitchen. This living room is a sunken living room, which generally I'm not a fan of, but this one is pretty nice because when you step right off of the kitchen dining room area, it's not a gigantic drop off like some of them are. Really a beautiful shot right back to the front door and towards the new kitchen. Really cool. And then the living space here, I want to notate the cathedral ceilings, very cool, skylights. It's really a cool home. Right here in Chesapean Colony off of Mulberry Grove Court. This home just did a massive $40,000 price reduction, and it is listed at $899 on a little finger, and we'll get out to it in a second, a little finger of the Wolf Snare Creek, so you have some ability to get out onto deep water with a small boat, a skiff, something under 24 foot, probably better suitable for kayaks and jet skis, things like that. Sunroom. So this room, even though it has an open concept, one thing I'm liking about it is it does still have some nice separation. Little wet bar back here off of the living room. Kind of neat. The stone up the stone front matches in the house, which is pretty cool. If you like stone and natural things, that whole flower bed that is real, has flowers in it, is also that stone. Going upstairs, just really kind of a rec style room up here. Could be a kids play room, an office. These rooms up here do tend to get a little warmer in the summertime. Carpet up here. The carpet looks newer up here. It's a kind of a gray color. Goes good with the theme in here. Shot out front across the street. Nice view. Everybody keeps their homes up. Like I said, this neighborhood was developed by Wayne McCleskey in the 1950s. So most of these homes were built by his company at the time called Westwood Homes. Shot back from the rec room area I just showed you to back down towards the living room, the sunroom that I showed you, back to the kitchen, front door, dining room area. Let's go back downstairs. Just right off of the stairs back here, you've got this kind of double Jack and Jill. It has two commodes. So one here, you could separate the rooms with pocket doors between these bathrooms. Tiled in tub. Tile work looks great. Green themed bathroom. And then down the other side here, you have another commode. So commode, bath, shower, tiled in. It's pretty. I like it. They did a good job with the tile. Nice little band running around. And then commode, vanity. So Jack and Jill setup, I guess. Back to another bedroom here with an interesting quilt kind of pattern. Maybe they were a signalman in the Navy. I don't know. Could easily paint over that. No big deal. Carpet in here is a different color than that gray I showed you. This is more of a light brown kind of carpet in this bedroom. And then going back through the bathrooms where we were just at, you've got another bedroom that just really mirrors the other one. It's probably a little bit smaller. Closets, and then it has the same brown carpet. It's in great shape. I see nothing wrong with it. And then this takes us back out. So we just did a loop. We came back to the front door. We have this flower bed here, kitchen, dining, living room with the vaulted ceilings, sunroom around back. I took you upstairs to the rec room area. And then as we went around the wet bar, we went back to the bedroom and made a loop. So the Jack and Jill, bathroom that way, bedroom here. And then we have the first floor primary. So this will be bedroom, number 3, if you will. It isn't a gigantic bedroom, but very conforming for 1978. You can get a king bed in here. This is probably a queen. Trex deck with a slider off the master or the primary suite. We can't say the master anymore. That's a bad word in real estate. It's annoying, but we got to follow the rules. So primary bedroom is what we call this in real estate. Double closets, they're built out. Built out. Nothing fancy here, they work. This bathroom is the herringbone flooring that's been put in. It's LVP. New vanity, medicine cabinet, and then just a regular shower insert in here. So that is the primary bedroom. We'll walk back out here. I like that kitchen. I really do. I think it looks nice. Kind of the highlight of the house as you come right in the front door. Little More space back in there. Towards the back here, we're gonna have the garage and the laundry room. The laundry room is here. Some storage and things, which is quite nice. Going into the garage, it's a side load garage. You saw that at the beginning of the video. It's all suited for automatic garage door opener. Then you have a side area to get to the side yard. Good size garage. Not a lot else to see in here. Then going back out of the garage, we've got the washer and dryer laundry room. And then this is a shot right back out to the kitchen, dining, living area. Back here we have I don't know what you'd want to use this room for. It's neat room, it's quiet, it's cozy, it's kind of cabinishy. Has a wood burning stove in here. So that might feel kind of nice if you're into reading or, just want, they got some logs in there. It'll heat this whole room up real quick like. It's not a gigantic room, but I could see this room being a really nice just reading room. It already has the bookcases, It's pretty nice. In here, it's just, again, an extension of the reading room. Kind of just the space. It's got a slider separating them. And so you have just another little living room, sitting room, reading room. And then you come back into here with the cathedral ceilings, has a skylight, wood burning stove. I'd call this the reading room. What do you guys think? Comment if you would use this as a reading room or a timeout room, or let me know what you'd use this for. And then that leads back outside to a big deck there. I told you as we went through the video. Oh, and right off of this room there is a full bath here as well. It's an insert, just an insert. The skylight serves its purpose. Let's see here. What we got in here? Looks like an updated panel. A lot of space in here, 200 amp service. It's all been labeled. So that's really good. Wired for security system. And then let's go take a peek outside. Big slider. I like this big slider right off of the kitchen. Lets in a lot of nice light. Off to a deck. It's all Trex. Looks like it's been installed well. This was going back into that secondary reading room, and then the room that is more or less a reading room, I guess we'll call it, unless you guys say otherwise. Air conditioning systems look like they're good. This looks like a 3-zone. There's 2 of them here. That's a train. I think the other one looks like a Rudd. And then here's the backyard. Small backyard, but very well landscaped. I like it. Easy to maintain. This was the kind of sunroom area we saw on the inside. And that's literally the cathedral ceiling right here to the upstairs that I showed you. This was off of that primary bedroom. So it has a little deck too. I have some lights out here, which are cool. All fenced in on the back side. They had a little roof work at some point. This roof here, I can't tell you exactly how old it is. A home inspection would confirm quite a bit more than that. But if I had to look at it, I would say that the roof is probably in the last third of its life. Maybe something that you'd want to budget for. If you own this home, you might be facing replacement from the looks at it in maybe the next handful of years or so. It does have water access here. The dock has new Trex boards. It's a finger of Wolf Snare Creek. It's at the end of a little finger. And then this would lead right into Wolf Snare Creek itself and eventually dump into the Lynn Haven watershed. This is really a small area, kind of best for canoes, skiffs. They said they had a 24-foot boat, and they probably did, but I could see that being a little bit of a pain the bigger the boat you have trying to turn around in here. I'd say good for a jet ski, kayak, small skiff. Either way, it's good to go. Looks like the neighbor over here is probably going to be doing some bulkhead work, but this house doesn't have to worry about it. It doesn't have a bulkhead. It has riprap, but then somebody has came in and put in this retaining wall, which goes all the way around. So that's really good. Starting to thunder here in Virginia Beach. We are in Chesapean Colony off Mulberry Grove Court. This house is 4-bedroom, 3 full bath, 1 half bath, built in 1978, a little over 3,000 square feet. You know, in the last year in this neighborhood, there's been about 12 closed sales, so figure 1 a month. The lowest was $630,000. The highest was $1.2 million. Gives you an average sales price in here in the last year of about $800,000. And that's 2,600 square feet on average. Figures down to $309 a square foot in this neighborhood. 11-day average market time. If you're interested in this property, you can reach out to me anytime, 757-270-3994. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the tour with me. Give me a comment, give me a like, subscribe for more tours. I got more for you. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.